Hello everyone, and welcome to my Bold and Beautiful Today channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Will Paris borrow Douglas Forrester? When it comes to this fictional city of Los Angeles, you can count on nearly anything to be. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers. Will Paris borrow Douglas Forrester? The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers prognosticate that Hope Logan might lose it after she finds out that Paris Buckingham is looking to borrow Thomas Forrester's son Douglas. It would only make sense, seeing how Paris is apparently pregnant with her fiancé's baby. Thomas and Hope are going to have that happy little family that Thomas always wanted with Hope, but could no way have. While there might be some enterprise that Thomas could be faking his love for Paris, getting her pregnant might show the world that they're the real deal. Once she gives birth to that baby, they're connected for life, or at least until the child becomes a grown-up. While there's no mistrustfulness that both Thomas and Paris are going to be feeling over the moon about their baby joy, it'll be Hope Logan who'll try to disrupt their happiness. Because if there's anything that she can't stand, it's seeing someone that's supposed to be in her place. Plus, B&B suckers can flash back that Hope Logan was veritably emotionally invested in Douglas Forrester's life. He actually tried several times to bring his father and Hope together, indeed though he was relatively unprofitable. Seeing Paris as Douglas's new mama might make Hope veritably jealous. In fact, she might get so jealous that she'll indeed try and destroy the relationship or remind Douglas of how close they formerly were. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers. Hope is ready to play some dirty mind games. Let's just say that Hope is willing and ready to play some emotional mind games. Thomas Forrester might not like it on his end, but also again he did educate her everything that she now knows. Fasten your seatbelts folks, because it's about to get wild. Thomas Forrester returns to Bold and the Beautiful to see his mommy? This week on the Bold and the Beautiful, addict fave Taylor Hayes will make her triumphant return to the CBS cleaner after being down for over a time. The part was last played by Krista Allen and has now been taken over by Rebecca Budig. Will Thomas Forrester come home to reunite with his mama? Keep reading to find out. Then's what's coming up next on Bold and the Beautiful, spoilers ahead. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers, a mama and son reunion in the workshop? Taylor Hayes has missed a lot in Thomas Forrester and Steffi Forrester's lives since she skipped City, and she'll have a ton of catching up to do. Thomas Forrester returns to Bold and the Beautiful to see his mommy? Plus, Thomas has some big news he presumably wants to partake with his mama. Thomas Forrester lately dropped a lemon on his family and revealed that he and Hope Logan were over and he was going to marry Paris Buckingham. The Bold and the Beautiful observers know that Paris and Thomas visited Los Angeles for many days so that the Forresters could throw them an engagement party. But, sorely his mama wasn't there for the momentous occasion. Now that Taylor has returned, it makes sense that Thomas might come back to Los Angeles to introduce his fiancée and mama. B&B spoilers. Will Taylor Hayes meet Thomas Forrester fiancé? With all of the drama going on at Forrester Creations between the Logan women and Steffi Forrester, there's a good chance Thomas could get dragged back into the pack. His mama might indeed encourage him to come back to work at Forrester Creations and advance his family a hand guarding their family heritage from Brooke and Hope. Do you suppose that Thomas Forrester will return to Bold and the Beautiful coming, now that his mama is back in City? How will Hope Logan reply to seeing her partner this time around? Paris baby bump sparks chaos, Thomas returns with a twist? The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers and updates suggest Thomas Forrester and Paris Buckingham could return home with Douglas Forrester and an unanticipated guest. During their recent visit to partake their engagement advertisement, conversations about having children in the future sparked some interesting exchanges. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers. Thomas Forrester and Paris Buckingham want a family. It's apparent that Paris and Thomas are keen on expanding their family and giving Douglas a stock. Douglas has been feeling the absence of Hope Logan's and Steffi Forrester's children. Maybe Thomas and Paris are ready to embark on this trip sooner than anticipated, and there could formerly be a little bone on the way. While they probably intended to get wedded first, cleaner pieces' timelines frequently don't align impeccably, and surprises can be at the most unanticipated moments. Given how snappily Thomas proposed to Paris, it's possible she was formerly awaiting during her last visit and simply chose not to partake the news. B&B spoilers, shocking reveal for Hope Logan. Anyhow, of the situation, it would be a huge shock for Hope if Paris came back with a baby bump. She's still trying to come to terms with Thomas moving on. Hope is making in trouble to move forward from Thomas, putatively looking to rebound with John Finnegan, but that could fluently push her over the edge. Finn, who she has been leaning on quite a bit, gave her a reality check after she kissed him at the big bash at the Forrester manse. When their marriage day arrives, Thomas might show up with a pregnant bridegroom and Hope might find it insolvable to handle. She could go fully off the rails. It's easy to fantasize Paris and Thomas deciding to solidify their relationship before the baby arrives, no matter how it affects anyone differently. The bold and the beautiful spoilers, could danger be ahead of Paris Buckingham if Hope Logan goes off the rails? One would suppose that Hope still loved Douglas enough not to do commodity untoward to someone he formerly thinks of as his cherished mammy, or his unborn stock. Yet, if Hope really goes off the rails, conceivably drunk like she was at the party where she came onto Finn, anything's possible. One thing that comes to mind is that big staircase at the Forrester manse that would be really easy for a pregnant woman to tumble down and misfire or worse. Still, she's got one over on indeed her mama-in-law Sheila Carter at her worst. Maybe she needs to talk to Taylor Hayes professionally now that she's back in city. If Hope is that satanic, will Hope Logan steal Paris Buckingham's baby? The bold and the beautiful spoilers suggest there's heavy enterprise that Paris Buckingham might be pregnant with Thomas Forrester's baby. And if she is, you more believe that Hope Logan is going to do commodity about it. Keep reading below for everything you need to know. Still, it's that she's someone that always gets what she wants, if there's anything that we've learned about Hope over the once several times. After all, she's a Logan. The bold and the beautiful spoilers say that Thomas and Paris are going to come back from their trip and Hope is going to freak out over the baby bump that she sees. For Hope, this was supposed to be part of the plan. Indeed, though she's been flip-flopping her passions for between Thomas and Finn, seeing Paris pregnant means that she'll ever be connected to the handsome Forrester son. The bold and the beautiful spoilers also heavily prognosticate that Hope might pull a Thomas Forrester herself and come up with a plan to ever abduct the baby. After all, she has been doing rather illogical effects recently. The bold and the beautiful spoilers, what's next for Hope Logan? Still, also Hope will make sure that no bone can, and that's why she's willing to disrupt their lives for the sake of her own benefit, if she can't have Thomas ever. As numerous the bold and the beautiful suckers can recall, Hope's own baby was stolen soon after she gave birth to her son Beth several times ago. Thomas knew about it and no way said anything, leaving Hope absolutely devastated before chancing out the verity. What comes around, clearly goes around. But the only problem is, Paris doesn't earn any of this. Watch this space.